Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing great. We have another interesting video on Security Plus from CompTIA SY0-601, the latest exam. So we are going to discuss acronyms because for all those CompTIA exams, it's very important that we understand the acronyms, we understand terminology, because I did IT fundamentals, I did A plus, I did network plus, security plus, A plus, and for all those exams, terminology is very important. Acronyms are very important. So if we know the acronyms, we are going to answer most of those questions. So here I am going to cover all acronyms which we need to remember with respect to SY0601 Security Plus from CompTIA. My name is Sheikh Rashid Javed. I work as a corporate trainer, almost 20 plus global certifications. My area of interest is network security and cloud. So let's get started here with acronyms. Acronyms SY0601. So the first term on my screen is AAA. So this is your authentication, authorization and accounting. It's a part of your Radius server, if you remember Radius server. So this is a part of Radius server which does authentication, authorization and accounting. Then I got ABAC. This is your attribute based access control. Attribute based access control. So here I'm not going in deep because I've already covered all of them in previous lecture, in previous video where we discussed terminology. Here we're just seeing what is the full form of those acronyms. ACL is access control list. Access control list. AES is your advanced encryption standard. So again it is advanced encryption standard. Then we got AH. This is your authentication header. AH is authentication header. Then we got ALE. This is your annual loss expectancy. Annual loss expectancy. AP is your access point. So this is access point. API is an application programming interface. Application programming interface. APT is your advanced persistent threat. Again, advanced persistent threat. ARO is your annual rate of occurrence. Annual rate of occurrence. ATT and CK is your adversarial tactics, techniques and common knowledge. Adversarial tactics, techniques and common knowledge. BAS is your building automation system. Building automation system. BIA is your business impact analysis. Business impact analysis. BPA is your business partnership agreement. Again, business partnership agreement. BYOD, bring your own device. Bring your own device. I know you remember most of those acronyms, but if you don't remember anyone, it's a time that we remember before writing your exam. We need to remember all those acronyms. C and C is your command and control. CA is your certificate authority. Certificate authority. CAC is your common access card. Sorry, common access card. CAPTCHA is your completely automated public Turing test telling computers and humans apart. Completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart. CTF is your capture the flag. Capture the flag. CASB is your cloud access security broker. Cloud access security broker. CE is your cryptographic erase. Cryptographic erase. CHAP is your challenge handshake authentication protocol. Again, challenge handshake authentication protocol. CIA is your confidentiality, integrity, availability. Confidentiality, integrity and availability. CIS is your Center for Internet Security. Center for Internet Security. Kubo is your corporate owned business only. Corporate owned business only. COP is your corporate owned personally enabled. Corporate owned personally enabled. CRL is your certificate revocation list. Certificate revocation list. CER is your crossover error rate. Crossover error rate. CSP is your cloud service provider. Cloud service provider. I'm repeating it twice so we remember them. CSR is your certificate signing request. Certificate signing request. CTI is your cyber threat intelligence. Cyber threat intelligence. CVE is your common vulnerabilities and exposure. Common vulnerabilities and exposure. CVSS is common vulnerability scoring system. Common vulnerability scoring system. CYOD, choose your own device. Choose your own device. DAC is your discretionary access control. Discretionary access control. DDoS is your distributed denial of service attack. Distributed denial of service. DLP is your data loss or leak prevention. Data loss or leak prevention. DMZ is your demilitarized zone. Demilitarized zone. DNAT is your destination network address translation. Destination network address translation. DNSSEC is your domain name system security extensions. Domain name system security extensions. DPO is your data privacy officer. Data privacy officer. DRP is your disaster recovery plan. Again, disaster recovery plan. DSA is your digital signature algorithm. Digital signature algorithm. EDR is your endpoint detection and response. Endpoint detection and response. EF is your exposure factor. Exposure factor. EOL is your end of life. End of life. EOSL is end of service life. End of service life. EPP is your endpoint protection platform. Endpoint protection platform. ERM is your enterprise risk management. Enterprise risk management. ESP is your encapsulating security protocol. Encapsulating security protocol. FAR is your false acceptance rate. False acceptance rate. FC is your fiber channel. FC is your fiber channel. FDE is your full disk encryption. Full disk encryption. FIM is your file integrity monitoring. File integrity monitoring. FRR is false rejection rate. False rejection rate. FTK is your forensic toolkit. Forensic toolkit. GDPR is your general data protection regulation. General data protection regulation. GPO is your group policy object. Group policy object. HA is your high availability or high availability. HMAC is your hash based message authentication code. Hash based message authentication code. HOTP is your HMAC based one time password. HMAC based one time password. HSM is your hardware security module. Hardware security module. IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. IAC is infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as code. Infrastructure as code. IAM is identity and access management. Identity and access management. ICS is industrial control system. Industrial control system. IDP is your identity provider. Identity provider. IDS, intrusion detection system. Intrusion detection system. IKE, internet key exchange. Internet key exchange. IOC, indicator of compromise. Indicator of compromise. IPAM, advanced IP address management. IP address management. IPS, intrusion prevention system. Intrusion prevention system. IRP, instant response plan. Instant response plan. ISA, interconnection security agreement. Interconnection security agreement. ISAC, information sharing and analysis center. Information sharing and analysis center. L2TP, layer 2 tunneling protocol. A layer 2 tunneling protocol. LDAP is Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. Lightweight Directory Access Protocol. LLR is your Lessons Learned Report. Lessons Learned Report. MAS is your Monitoring as a Service. Monitoring as a Service. MAC is your Mandatory Access Control. This also means Message Authentication Code or Media Access Control. Mandatory Access Control, Message Authentication Code or Media Access Control. MAM is your Mobile Application Management. Mobile Application Management. MDM is your Mobile Device Management. Mobile Device Management. MEF is your Mission Essential Function. Mission Essential Function. MFA Multi-Factor Authentication. Multi-Factor Authentication. MITB is Man in the Browser. So Man in the Browser attack. MITM Man in the Middle. Man in the Middle, which is an attack. Memorandum of Understanding. Memorandum of Understanding. Managed Security Service Provider. Managed Security Service Provider. This is MTBF, Mean Time Between Failures. Mean Time Between Failures. Maximum Tolerable Downtime. Maximum Tolerable Downtime. Mean Time to Failure. Mean Time to Failure. Mean Time to Repair. Mean Time to Repair. Network Access Control. Network Access Control. Network Address Translation. Network Address Translation. Non-Disclosure Agreement. NDA is Non-Disclosure Agreement. Near Field Communication. NFC is Near Field Communication. Next Generation Firewall. NGFE, Next Generation Firewall. OAuth, Initiative for Open Authentication. OAuth stands for Initiative for Open Authentication. OAuth is your Open Authorization. Open Authorization. OCSP is your Online Certificate Status Protocol. Online Certificate Status Protocol. OOB is your Out of Band Management. Out of Band Management. OSINT is Open Source Intelligence. Open Source Intelligence. OT is Operational Technology. OT stands for Operational Technology. OTA is Over the Air. Over the Air. OWASP is Open Web Application Security Project. Open Web Application Security Project. Platform as a Service. PaaS is Platform as a Service. Port Address Translation. PAT stands for Port Address Translation. PCI DSS Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. PDU is your Power Distribution Unit. Power Distribution Unit. PFS is your Pretty Forward Secrecy. Pretty Forward Secrecy. Personal Health Information. PHI stands for Personal Health Information. Personally Identifiable Information. PII stands for Personally Identifiable Information. Personal Identity Verification Card. PIV stands for Personal Identity Verification Card. PKI Public Key Infrastructure. PKI stands for Public Key Infrastructure. PPP is Point-to-Point Protocol. PPP stands for Point-to-Point Protocol. PPTP is your Point-to-Point Tunneling Protocol. Point-to-Point Tunneling Protocol. Pre-Shared Key. PSK stands for Pre-Shared Key. PTH is Pass the Hash. PTH stands for Pass the Hash. Potentially Unwanted Program. PUP stands for Potentially Unwanted Program. Quality Assurance. QA stands for Quality Assurance. Quality of Service. QS stands for Quality of Service. This is Registration Authority. RA stands for Registration Authority. Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service. RADIUS stands for Remote Authentication Dial-in User Service. RAID stands for Redundant Array of Independent or Inexpensive Disks. Redundant Array of Independent or Inexpensive Disks. This is Remote Access Trojan. RAT stands for Remote Access Trojan. RBAC, Role-Based Access Control. So there is also Rule-Based Access Control or Role-Based Access Control. But this is your Role-Based Access Control. Recovery Point Objective. RPO is Recovery Point Objective. Recovery time objective, RTO is your recovery time objective. Real time operating system, RTOS is real time operating system. Real time transport protocol, RTP is your real time transport protocol. SMIME, secure multipurpose internet mail extension, secure multipurpose internet mail extension. Software as a service, SOS is software as a service. Simultaneous authentication of equals, simultaneous authentication of equals, that is SAE. SAML, security assertion markup language, security assertion markup language. Supervisory control and data acquisition, SCADA stands for supervisory control and data acquisition. Security content automation protocol, SCAP, security content automation protocol. Software defined networking, SDN is software defined networking. Secure erase, SE is secure erase. Security as a service, SEC AS is security as a service. Self encrypting drive, SED is self encrypting drive. Secure FTP, secure file transfer protocol, that's SFTP. Secure hashing algorithm, SHA stands for secure hashing algorithm. Security identity, SID is security identity. Security information and event management, SIEM is security information and event management. Session initiation protocol, SIP is session initiation protocol. Service level agreement, SLA is service level agreement. SLE is single loss expectancy, single loss expectancy. SNMP, simple network management protocol, SNMP stands for simple network management protocol. Service oriented architecture, so this is also start of authority, so this is service oriented architecture. SOAR is security orchestration automation and response, security orchestration automation and response. System on chip, there's also security, there's also SOC, which is your security operation center, but this is your system on chip. SPIM is spam over internet messaging, spam over internet messaging. Single point of failure, SPOF is single point of failure. Then you have SSID is the service set identifier, service set identifier. Single sign-on, SSO is a single sign-on. Structured threat information expression, structured threat information expression. This is your spanning tree protocol, STP is spanning tree protocol. Secure web gateway, SWG is secure web gateway. TACX Plus is terminal access controller access control plus. Terminal access controller access control plus. Test access port, TAP is your test access port. TAXI is trusted automated exchange of indicator information, trusted automated exchange of indicator information. Temporal key integrity protocol, temporal key integrity protocol. This is transport layer security, TLS is transport layer security. Time based one time password, time based one time password. Trusted platform module, TPM is trusted platform module. TTP is your tactics, techniques and procedures, tactics, techniques and procedures. UEBA, user and entity behavior analysis or analytics, user and entity behavior analytics. Unified endpoint management, UEM is unified endpoint management. Unified threat management, UTM is unified threat management. Virtual desktop environment, VD is your virtual desktop environment. VDI is your virtual desktop infrastructure, virtual desktop infrastructure. VLAN is your virtual local area network, virtual local area network. Virtual private cloud, VPC is your virtual private cloud. VPN is your virtual private network, virtual private network. This is your web application firewall, WAF is web application firewall. Wired equivalent privacy, WEP is your wired equivalent privacy. Wi-Fi protected access, WPA stands for Wi-Fi protected access. Wi-Fi protected setup, WPS is your Wi-Fi protected setup. Anything as a service, XAS is anything as a service. XSRF is your cross-site request forgery, cross-site request forgery. Cross-site scripting, XSS is your cross-site scripting. That's it. Thank you very much, guys. So we have just gone through all the terminology, all the acronyms. That's very important for this exam, because I try to make it a little bit smaller, not that bigger, because I have recorded some other videos. My area of interest is network security and cloud, so I have recorded some other videos. This is going to be very helpful since I did SY0-501, I did 601. Exam is not that difficult, but you get confused if you don't know the terminology, if you don't know the acronyms. So I was able to pass this exam, and this was very helpful for me. So I am sharing all those techniques with you guys, all those who are interested to write those global certifications. So I am sharing all the videos with you. Please do like, subscribe and share. This video is approx 20 minutes, so please like, subscribe, share, comment and share with others. If you want to check the terminology with respect to SY0601 or Network Plus N10008 or A Plus latest one 2201101 or IT Fundamentals FC0U61, so please check my previous videos. I'm going to cover more about those things. So please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in some other video.